Page 366 continued. Mukherjee S.N., Citizen Historian, Explorations in History, New Delhi, Manohar, 1996. Mukherjee S.N., E.D., Indian History and Thought, Essays in Honor of A.L. Basham, Kolkata, Suvarna Rekha, 1982, pp. 186-203. Mukhia Harbans, Was There Feudalism in Indian History? Journal of Peasant Studies, Volume 8, Number 3, April 1981, pp. 273-310. Nadel Esif, A Black Byzantium, London, 1942, page 69. Nandi R.N., Religious Institutions and Cults in the Deccan, 600-1000, Delhi, Motilal Banarsi Das, 1973. Nandi R.N., Growth of Rural Economy in Early Feudal India, Presidential Address, Ancient India, Section, PIHC, pp. 71-7. Nandi R.N., Client, Ritual and Conflict in Early Brahminical Order, Indian Historical Review, Volume 6, Numbers 1-2, July 1979 to January 1980, pp. 64-118. Nandi R.N., Presidential Address, Ancient India Section, Proceedings of the Indian History Congress, 45th Session, Annamalai Nagar, Annamalai University, 1984, pp. 23-91. Narayanan M.G.S., Review Article, South Indian History and Society, Tamil Civilization, Volume 3, Number 1, 1985, pp. 57-91. Narayanan M.G.S., The Role of Peasants in the Early History of Tamilakam in South India, Social Scientist, Volume 16, Number 9, September 1988, pp. 17-34. Nath Vijay, Dana, Gift System in Ancient India, New Delhi, Munshiram Manohar Lal, 1987. Nilakantha Shastri, K.A., A History of South India, New Delhi, Oxford University Press, 1958. Nilakantha Shastri, History of India, Part 1, Ancient India, Madras, S. Vishwanathan, 1950. Nilakantha Shastri, K.A., Kautilya on Royal Authority, Indian Historical Quarterly, Volume 29, Number 2, June 1953, pp. 175-9. Nilakantha Shastri, K.A., The Place of the Arthashastra in the Literature of Indian Polity, Annals of the Bhandarkar Oriental Research Institute, 28, 1947, pp. 84-95. Niyogi Pushpo, Brahminic Settlements in Different Subdivisions of Bengal, Kolkata People's Publishing House, 1967. Njamash, N-J-A-M-M-A-S-C-H, Marlene, M-A-R-L-E-N-E, From the Ancient Labor Tax to the Feudal Corvée, C-O-R-V-E-E, A Marxist Approach to the Study of Visti, Social Science Probings, Volume 1, Number 4, December 1984, pp. 563-8. O'Leary Brandon, The Asiatic Model of Production, Oriental Despotism, Historical Materialism, and Indian History, Oxford, Basil Blackwell, 1989. Page 367. OMVED, OMVEDTGAIL, Development of the Caste System in South Asia, Notes toward a Theory, unpublished. Pandya, B.K., Temple Economy under the Cholas, New Delhi, 1984. Pandey, K.C., Abhinava Gupta, An Historical and Philosophical Study, Varanasi, Chokhamba, 1935. Pankhurst, Pankhurst, Richard, An Introduction to the Economic History of Ethiopia, London, Routledge and Kagan Paul, 1961. Parashar Sen, Aloka, ed. Social and Economic History of Early Deccan. Some Interpretations, New Delhi, Manohar, 1993. Parjitar F.E., the Purana text of the dynasties of the Kali age. Oxford, 1913. Indian reprint Varanasi Chakhamba Sanskrit series, 1962. Parry, P-A-R-R-Y, N.E. A monograph on the Lushai customs and ceremonies, reprint, Isol, 1973, pp. 7-8. Pathak, pp. 7-8. Pathak, P.N. Society and Culture in Early Bihar, circa AD 200 to 600, Patna / New Delhi, Janaki Prakashan, 1988. Pathak, V.S., the Hayasisa, Hayasisa, Journal of UP, Historical Society, 24-5, 1951-2. Patil Dr., the Antiquarian Remains in Bihar, Patna, K.P. Jaiswal Institute, 1963. Pirenne, P-I-R-E-N-N-E, Henry, Economic and Social History of Medieval Europe, London, Routledge and Kagan Paul, 1936. Pradhan M.C., The Political System of the Jats of Northern India, Oxford, Oxford University Press, 1966. Prakash Vidya, Khajuraho, Mumbai, Tarapurwala, 1967. Prasadopi, Decay and Revival of Urban Centers in Medieval South India, New Delhi, Commonwealth, 1986. Pryor, P-R-Y-O-R, John, quote, The Historical Foundations of a Feudal Mode of Production, unquote. In Edmund Leach, S. N. Mukherjee and John Ward, ed. Feudalism, Comparative Studies, Sydney. The Sydney Association for Studies in Society and Culture, 1985, pp. 66-86. Rai, G.K., Involuntary Labour in Ancient India, Allahabad, Chaitanya Publishing House, 1981. Ramaswamy Vijaya, Peasant State and Society in Medieval South India, a review article, Studies in History, Volume 4, Number 2, 1982, pp. 307-19. Rao Mukunda, Kalinga under the Eastern Gangas, circa 900 AD to circa 1200 AD, New Delhi, B.R. Publishing, 1991, page 74. Rao T. Gopinath, Elements of Hindu Iconography 1, Part 1, Delhi, Motilal Banarsi Das, 1968. Ray Himanshu Prabha, quote, Maritime Archaeology of the Indian Ocean, Cologne, page 368, an overview, unquote. In Himanshu Prabha Ray and Jafra Coy's Salles, S-A-L-L-E-S-E-D, Tradition and Archaeology, Early Maritime Contacts in the Indian Ocean, New Delhi, Manohar, 1996, pp. 1-10. Ray Himanshu Prabha and Jean Francis Salles, S-A-L-L-E-S-E-D, Tradition and Archaeology, Early Maritime Contacts on the Indian Ocean, New Delhi, Manohar, 1996. Ray Niharanjan, History of the Bengali People, Ancient Period, TR from the Bengal, John H. Hood, H-O-O-D, Calcutta, Orient Longman, 1994. Ray Niharanjan, Bangalir Itihash, Calcutta, Book Emporium, 1949, reprint, Poshchimbongo Niraksharata Durikaran Shomiti, 1966. Ray Chaudhuri, H.C., Political History of Ancient India, Kolkata, University of Calcutta, 1972. Ray Chaudhuri Hemochandra, Political History of Ancient India with a commentary by B. N. Mukherjee, New Delhi, Oxford University Press, 1996. Ray Chaudhuri Tapun and Irfan Habib Edi, The Cambridge History of India, Volume 1, circa 1200 to circa 1750, Cambridge, Cambridge University Press, 1982. Indian edition, New Delhi, Orient Longman, 1982. Reynolds, Craig G. Feudalism as a trope, T-R-O-P-E, or discourse for the Asian past with special reference to Thailand, In Edmund Leach, S. N. Mukherjee and John Ward, E.D. Feudalism, Comparative Studies, Sydney. The Sydney Association for Studies in Society and Culture, 1985, pp. 136-54. Roy C. The Mundas and Their Country, reprint Bombay, 1970, pp. 107-8. Roy Sen, Historical and Cultural Studies in the Puranas, Allahabad Puranic Publications, 1978. Sachidananda, The Changing Munda, New Delhi, 1979, pp. 187-96. Sa S.A.H. Ayodhya Prasad, Life in Medieval Orissa circa AD 600 to 1200, Varanasi, Chakhamba, Orientalia, 1976. Sahu B.P. Arguing for Feudalism from Below Cologne, a study in Orissa setting, circa AD 400 to circa 1000, Proceedings of the Indian History Congress, Kolkata, Calcutta Session, 1990, pp. 141-50. Sahu B.P. Aspects of Rural Economy in Early Medieval Orissa, Social Scientist, Volume 21, Numbers 1-2, January-February 1993, pp. 48-68. Sahu B.P. The Brahminical Model Viewed as an Instrument of Sociocultural Change and Autopsy. PIHC Amritsar, 1985, pp. 180-9. Sahu B.P. Social Morphology and Physiology of Early Medieval Orissa, PIHC Burdwan, 1983, pp. 133-44. Sahu B.P. Conception of the Koli in Ancient India, A Regional Perspective. Trends of Social Science Research, Volume 4, Number 1, June 1997, pp. 27-36, page 369. Satri K.A. Nilakanta, printing mistake. Shastri K.A. Nilakanta, C. Nilakanta Shastri K.A. Sedov, Esidiovi, Alexander V. Double quote Quana, Q-A-N-A, double quote unquote E-M-N, and the Indian Ocean, colon, the archaeological evidence, unquote, comma. In Himanshu Provari and Jafar Koy's Sally's E.D., Tradition and Archaeology, Early Maritime Contacts in the Indian Ocean, New Delhi, Manohar, 1966, pp. 11-36. Sen B.C. Studies in the Buddhist Jatakas, Calcutta, Saraswat Library, 1974. Sen P.N. The General Principles of Hindu Jurisprudence, Tagore Law Lectures, 1909, Kolkata, University of Calcutta, 1918, page 42. Settar, S-E-T-T-A-R-S, Inviting Death, Dharwar, Karnataka University, 1986. Settar Ace and G.D. Sontheimer E.D. Memorial Stones, a study of their origin and significance and variety. Dharwar, Karnataka University, 1982, page 303. Shanmugam P. The Revenue System of the Cholas, 850-1279, Chennai, New Era Publications, 1987. Sharma B.N. Social Life in Northern India, AD 600 to 1000, New Delhi, Munshiram Manohar Lal, 1966. Sharma Dashrath, Early Chauhan Dynasty, 2nd edition, Delhi, Motilal Banarsidas, 1975, page 244. Sharma R.S. Ancient India, New Delhi, National Council of Educational Research and Training, 1st edition, 1977, 3rd edition, 1999. Sharma R.S. Aspects of Political Ideas and Institutions in Ancient India, 4th revised edition, Delhi, Motilal Banarsidas, 1996, 19124. Sharma R.S. E.D., A Survey of Research in the Social and Economic History of India, pp. 39-108, stop, Delhi, Cologne. Indian Council for Social Science Research and Ajanta Press, 1986. Sharma R.S., Indian Feudalism, Kolkata. University of Calcutta, 1965, 2nd edition, New Delhi. Macmillan, 1980, 12 to 3, 19, 31, 38 to 9, 40 to 3, 73 to 5, 98 to 9, 185 to 7, 188 to 9, 216. Sharma R.S., Origin of the State in India, Mumbai, Department of History, Bombay University, 1989, pp. 2 to 3. Sharma R.S., Perspectives in the Social and Economic History of Early India, 1st edition, 1983, 2nd edition, New Delhi, Munshiram Manohar Lal, 1995, page 158 to 9. Sharma R.S., Social Changes in Early Medieval India, circa AD 500 to 1200. First published by Dr. Amrik Singh for Devraj Chanana Memorial Lecture Committee, Delhi, 1969. Reprint, New Delhi, People's Publishing House, 1993. Sharma R.S., Shudras in Ancient India, 1st edition, Delhi, Motilal Banarsi Das, 1958, 3rd edition, 1990, page 370. Sharma R.S., The State and Varna Formation in the Mid-Ganga Plains, an Ethno-Archaeological View, New Delhi, Manohar, 1996. Sharma R.S., Urban Decay in India, circa 300 to circa 1000, New Delhi, Munshiram Manohar Lal, 1987. Sharma R.S., India's Ancient Past, New Delhi, Oxford, 2005. Sharma R.S., Decay of Gangetic Towns in Gupta and Post-Gupta Times, Journal of Indian History, Golden Jubilee Volume, 1973, pp. 135 to 150. Sharma R.S., Material Culture and Social Formation in Ancient India, New Delhi, 1983, Chapter 5. Sharma R.S., L.P. Tessiton, Tessiton, Cologne, as Centenary Tribute, IHR, Volume 13, Numbers 1 to 2, July 1986 and January 1987, page 326. Sharma R.S., quote, From Gopati to Bhupati, Cologne, a review of the changing position of the king, unquote. Studies in Indian History, Volume 2, Number 2, July-December 1980, pp. 1 to 10. Sharma R.S., quote, How Feudal Was Indian Feudalism, question mark, unquote. Journal of Peasant Studies, Volume 12, Numbers 2 to 3, January-April 1985, pp. 19 to 43. Sharma R.S., Indian Feudalism Retouched, Indian Historical Review, Volume 1, Number 2, September 1974, pp. 320 to 30. Sharma R.S., Land System in Medieval Orissa, PIHC, 22nd Session, Aligarh, 1960, pp. 89 to 96, semicolon. Journal of Indian History, Volume 39, 1961, pp. 303. Sharma R.S., quote, Material Milieu of Tantricism, unquote. In R.S. Sharma and V. Jha, E.D., Indian Society, Historical Probings, Cologne. Aces in Memory of D.D. Kosambi, 5th edition, New Delhi, People's Publishing House, 1993, pp. 175 to 89. Sharma R.S., quote, Origin of Feudalism in India, circa AD 400 to 650, unquote, Journal of the Economic and Social History of the Orient, Volume 1, 1957/1958, pp. 297 to 328. Sharma R.S., Politico-Legal Aspects of the Caste System, Journal of the Bihar Research Society, Volume 39, Part 3, 1953, pp. 306 to 30. Sharma R.S., Problems of Peasant Protest in Early Medieval India, Social Scientist, Volume 16, Number 9, September 1988, pp. 3 to 16. Sharma R.S. Review of Irfan Habib Essays in Indian History Towards a Marxist Perception. Indian Historical Review, Volume 18, Numbers 1 to 2, July 1991 to January 1992, pp. 151 to 5. Sharma R.S. quote, Stages in State Formation in Ancient India, unquote. Social Science Probings, Volume 2, Number 1, 1985, pp. 1 to 19. Sharma R.S. quote, Superstition and Politics in the Arthashastra of Kautilya, unquote. Journal of the Bihar Research Society, Volume 40, 1954, pp. 223-31. Sharma R.S. Taxation and State Formation in Pre-Maurya Times, Social Science Probings, Volume 1, Number 1, 1984, pp. 1-32. Page 371. Sharma R.S. The Segmentary Theory and the Indian Experience. Indian Historical Review, Volume 16, Numbers 1 to 2, July 1989 and January 1990, pp. 80 to 108. Sharma R.S. The Socioeconomic Basis of Oriental Despotism in Early India. In S K Bosidi, Essays in Honor of Dr. Gyan Chand, New Delhi, 1981, pp. 55 to 65. Shastri A.M., Early History of the Deccan, Problems and Perspectives, New Delhi, Sandip Prakashan, 1987. Shrimali K.M., Agrarian Structure in Central India and the Northern Deccan, A Study in Vakataka Inscriptions, New Delhi, Munshiram Manohar Lal, 1987. Shrimali K.M., Cash Nexus on Western Coast, circa AD 850 to 1250, A Study of Sea Laharas in A.K. Jha E.D., Coinage, Trade and Economy, Anjaneri, Nashik, Indian Institute of Numismatics, 1991, pp. 178-93. Shrimali K.M., Early Indian Coins and Economic History, Trends and Prospects, in Devendra Handa E.D., Professor, Ajoy Mitro Shastri, Felicitation Volume, New Delhi, Sandip Prakashan, 1989, pp. 237-51. Shrimali K.M., History and Trends of Indian Studies, Redefining Frontiers of Early Indian History, paper presented at the First International Conference on Korean Studies, Seoul, 1996. Shrimali K.M., How Monetized Was the Shilahara Economy? In D.N. Jha E.D., Society and Ideology, Essays in Honor of Professor R.S. Sharma, New Delhi, Munshiram Manohar Lal, 1996, pp. 95-123. Shrimali K.M., Presidential Address, Ancient India Section, Proceedings of the Indian History Congress, Dharwad, Karnataka University, 1988, pp. 59-102. Shrimali K.M., Religion, Ideology and Society, Presidential Address, Ancient India Section, Indian History Congress, 49th Session, Dharwad, Karnataka University, 1988. Sidebotham, Sidebotham, Stephen E. Roman Economic Policy in the Erythra Thalassa, 30 BC-AD 217, Leiden, E.J. Brill, 1986. Singh, Y.B., quote, Halika Kara colon, Crystallization of a Practice into a Tax, unquote. Paper presented in the Ancient Indian Section, Proceedings of the Indian History Congress, 43rd Session, Kurukshetra, 1982, pp. 130-3. Sinha Chandra Prakash Narayan E.D., India Tracts, Major's Report on the Jungle Tarai people of South Bihar during 1774-9, Darbhanga, Bihar, Maharaja Dhiraj Kameshwar Singh Kalyan Foundation, 1996. Sarkar D.C. Land System and Feudalism in Ancient India, Kolkata, University of Calcutta, 1966, pp. 11-23. Sarkar D.C. Landlordism and Tenancy in Ancient and Medieval India as Revealed by Epigraphical Records, Lucknow, University of Lucknow, 1969. Page 372. Sarkar DC, The Shaktapeethas, Delhi, Motilal Banarsidas, 1973. Sarkar DC ED, The Shaktikal Tantara, Calcutta, University of Calcutta, 1967. Sarkar DC, A Chinese Account of India, 732 AD, Journal of Indian History, 44, 1966, pp. 351-7. Sarkar DC, Allur Society Cologne, A Study in Process and Type of Domination, Cambridge, 1956, page 247. Southall, Aiden, quote, The Segmentary State in Africa and Asia, unquote. Comparative Studies in Society and History, Volume 30, Number 1, January 1988, pp. 52-82. Spencer W. George, Religious Networks and Royal Influence in 11th Century South India, Journal of the Economic and Social History of the Orient, Volume 12, 1969, pages 42-56. Spencer W. George, Allur Society, A Study in Processes and Types of Domination, Cambridge, 1956, page 247. Stein, Barton, The Segmentary State, Cologne, Interim Reflection, a paper presented at the Seminar on State Formation in the Pre-Colonial South India, New Delhi, Jawaharlal Nehru University, 1989, unpublished. Subbarayulu Y, Quantification of Inscriptional Date with Special Reference to the Study of Property Rights in Tamil Nadu, 49th Session, Indian History Congress, Dharwar, Karnataka University, 1988. Subbarayulu Y, The Chola State and the Agrarian Order. Some clarifications. Seminar paper on State Formation in Pre-Colonial South India, New Delhi, Jawaharlal Nehru University, March 1989. Suryavangshi, Bhagwan Singh, The Abhiras, Cologne, Their History and Culture, Vadodara, MS University, 1962. Tambra, TAMBRAH, SJ, From Varna to Caste Through Mixed Unions in Jack Goody ED, The Character of Kinship, Cambridge, Cambridge University Press, 1973, pp. 191-229. Tarafdar MP, Trade and Society in Early Medieval Bengal, Indian Historical Review, Volume 4, Number 2, January 1978, pp. 274-86. Tarafdar MP, Trade and Society in Early Medieval Bengal, Indian Jha ED, Feudal Social Formation in Early India, New Delhi, Chanakya Publishers, 1986, pp. 220-38. Thakur, Upendra, Suicide in Ancient India, New Delhi, Munshiram Manohar Lal, 1963. Thakur Vijay Kumar, Historiography of Indian Feudalism, Towards a Model of Early Indian Economy, circa AD 600 to 1000, Patna/New Delhi, Janaki Prakashan, 1989. Page 373. Thakur Vijay Kumar, Beginnings of Feudalism in Bengal, Social Scientist 4, numbers 6-7, January-February 1978, pp. 68-82. Thakur Vijay Kumar, Trade and Towns in Early Medieval Bengal, Journal of the Economic and Social History of the Orient, 30 pp. 196-220. Thakur Vijay Kumar, Trade and Currency System in Early Medieval Bengal, circa AD 1000 to 1200, Proceedings of the Indian History Congress, 46th Session, Amritsar, 1985, pp. 170-9. Thapar Romila and Bhattacharya Sabyasachi ED, Situating Indian History for Sarvapalli Gopal, New Delhi, Oxford University Press, 1986, pp. 8-38. Thapar Romila, From Lineage to State, New Delhi, Oxford University Press, 1984. Thapar Romila E.D. Recent Perspectives of Early Indian History, Bombay, Popular Prakashan, 1995. Thapar Romila, The Mauryas Revisited, Calcutta, 1987. Thapar Romila Presidential Address, Proceedings of the Punjab History Congress, Patiala, Punjabi University, 1975. Thirumalai R. Land Grants and Agrarian Reaction to Chola and Pandya Times. Madras, University of Madras, 1987, pp. 31, 50, 60. Turner, R.L., A Comparative Dictionary of the Indo-Aryan Languages, Oxford, Oxford University Press, 1973, number 3736. Upadhyaya Vasudeva, Socio-Religious Condition of North India, AD 700 to 1200 AD, Varanasi, Chokhamba, 1964. Upreti GB, UPRETI, G.B. Avadanas on the Political Role of the Traders, Buddhist Studies, New Delhi, University of Delhi, 1974. Vanamalai, N. Constitution of Feudalism and Anti-Feudal Struggles During Chola Imperial Rule. Proceedings of the Second International Conference Seminar on Tamil Studies, Madras, 1968. Varadarajan Lotika, Indian Participation in Trade of the Southern Seas, circa 9th to 13th centuries. Paper submitted to the International Seminar on the Indian Ocean, New Delhi, 1985. Veluthat Keshavan, The Political Structure of Early Medieval South India, New Delhi, Orient Longman, 1993. Veluthat Keshavan, The Chattas, Cattas and Bhattas, Cologne, A New Interpretation, Journal of Kerala Studies, Volume 2, 1975, pp. 519-29. Veluthat Keshavan, Brahmana Settlements in Kerala, Calicut, 1978. Veluthat Keshavan, Labor Rent and Produce Rent, Cologne, Reflection on the Revenue System under the Cholas, 850-1279. Proceedings of the Indian History Congress, Dharwad, 1988, pp. 144-50. Veluthat Keshavan, Landed Magnates as State Agents, the Gavundas under the Hoysalas in Karnataka. Proceedings of the Indian History Congress, 50th Session, Gorakhpur, 1989, pages 118-23. Page 374, Verma H.C., Medieval Roots of India, A Study of Trade and Military Routes, Calcutta, Naya Prakash, 1978. Verma H.C., Trade and Trade Routes in Northwest India in the 10th to 14th centuries, Social Science Probings, Volume 4, Number 1, March 1987, pp. 91-115. Vidyabhushana S.C., A History of Indian Logic, reprint Delhi, Motilal Banarsidas, 1988. Warder A.K., Indian Buddhism, Delhi, Motilal Banarsidas, 1970. Warder A.K., Indian Kavya Literature, Volume 3, The Early Medieval Period, Sudraka to Vishakadatta. Second Revised Edition, Delhi, Motilal Banarsidas, 1990, Volume 4. The Ways of Originality, Bana to Damodara Gupta, Delhi, Motilal Banarsidas, 1983. Wink, W-I-N-K, Andre, Al-Hind, Hind, Cologne. The Making of the Indo-Islamic World, Volume 1, Early Medieval India and the Expansion of Islam, 7th to 11th Century, New Delhi, Oxford University Press, 1990. Winternates M., A History of Indian Literature, T.R., R.C. Pandey, Hindi, Delhi, Motilal Banarsidas, 1966. Yadava BNS, Society and Culture in Northern India in the 12th Century, Allahabad Central Book Depot, 1973, pages 164-9. Yadava BNS, Immobility and Subjection of Indian Peasantry in Early Medieval Complex, Indian Historical Review, Volume 1, Number 1, 1974, pp. 18-27. Yadava BNS, Presidential Address, Ancient India Section, Proceedings of the Indian History Congress, 41st Session, Bombay, 1980, pages 17-78, 43-8. Yadava BNS, Problems of the Interaction between Socioeconomic Classes in the Early Medieval Complex, Indian Historical Review, Volume 3, Number 1, 1976, pp. 43-58. Yadava BNS, The Accounts of the Kali Age and the Social Transition from Antiquity to the Middle Ages, Indian Historical Review, Volume 5, Numbers 1 and 2, 1978, pp. 31-63. Yarlagadda, Yarlagadda, Tejaswini, Social Groups and Economic Change, 7th to 13th Century AD, in Aloka Parashar Sen ED, Social and Economic History of Early Deccan, Some Interpretations, New Delhi, Manohar, 1993, pp. 158-239. Zagarel, Zagarell, Allen, Structural Discontinuity, a Critical Factor in the Emergence of Primary and Secondary States, Dialectical Anthropology, Volume 10, Number 2, 1986, pp. 157-60. Page 374 to 392 contains index of names, places. Back cover, Indian Feudalism, 3rd edition. This seminal work traces the origin, nature and growth of feudalism in India and provides a detailed analysis of the political structures and economic relations it gave rise to during the early medieval period. It examines how the practice of land grants, widely prevalent in medieval India, led to the emergence of a class of landlords endowed with fiscal and administrative rights. The landlords in turn imposed these rights upon a class of peasantry who were deprived of their agrarian rights. One of the most authentic and comprehensive studies on the social and economic processes of early medieval India, Indian feudalism generates a lively debate about early Indian society and polity. Para. The present edition is a thoroughly revised version of the author's pioneering work first published in 1965. In the 2 new chapters on the nature of the early medieval Indian state and classical Indian feudalism, the author not only refutes the critics of the feudal model, but also provides substantial fresh data on rural life to show the survival of feudal vestiges in contemporary India. The book, which attained the status of a classic long ago, is a refreshing work that addresses several current historiographical debates. The book will prove to be immensely useful to students and researchers alike and will certainly deepen their understanding of the social and economic processes at work in early medieval India. Para. R. S. Sarma is Emeritus Professor of History, Patna University. He has taught at the University of Toronto and University of Delhi. He is also the founder chairperson of the Indian Council of Historical Research. His published works include India's Ancient Past, Sudras in Ancient India, Aspects of Political Ideas and Institutions in Ancient India, Material Culture and Social Formations in Ancient India, Urban Decay in India, Looking for Aryans and Early Medieval Indian Society, a Study of Feudalism. Stop. Translations of his writing appear in 15 languages and language versions of his books number 70. Macmillan, Rs. 395. ISBN number 9781 403 928 634.